How do you like to play your games? Do you like your single-player campaigns where it's just you and you alone going on some big whimsical adventure of epic proportions, going trying to take down some tyrannical god that's going and trying to overthrow everything and anything within humanity? Or do you like going on, you know, multiplayer where you're playing co-op or split screen or something like that, and you're going into online matches, going to face off against a bunch of people, or you're doing some kind of fucking big epic run with a bunch of friends? How do you like to play it? Do you like having the option of being able to play by yourself or with a bunch of people online? Because I know that I like that. I love options. Well, apparently the CEO of Crytek Games, what is his name? Savat Yurli. he went on to say that he wants to abolish the single-player experience as we know it. I guess this is something he just can't wrap his mind around. See, it needs to evolve according to him. And by evolve, he means that it needs to be online all the time. And it needs to be a social experience. Alright, let's break this down. It's a single-player experience, meaning just the one person, and you want to turn it into a social experience. If we wanted that, why don't we just go online? But you want to make everything online, and everything social. And haven't a lot of people already expressed a never-ending stream of disdain for having to be connected online all the time, no matter what you're doing in the game, especially if it's a single-player experience, because that kinda is fruitless and pointless altogether. But Mr. Crytek CEO, he thinks that this is the way that things need to be. You have to understand that he has a vision. While his vision is clearly just his eyes caked in fucking shit and he's gonna get pink eye, and apparently he's gonna be in some kind of fetishized video where he's under a glass table, but understand something. There's no reason to be connected online all the time unless you're playing like an MMO or unless you're playing online multiplayer or some kind of shit like that. Alright? I can understand you being online all the time then. But with this, what the fuck is the point? I mean, are you going to just have randomly generated fucking experiences popping up left and right? It's like, okay, well, this character won't pop up unless you're online, and oh, and these quests will pop up, and all this stuff will change, and that terrain could change depending on if you're online and all that stuff. So you're going to have a bunch of circumstances that are, you know, going to benefit the player because it's always going to be different. It's always randomly generated, except for we've already had randomly generated offline experiences, so that's a crock of shit. And if they say, well, this is something that changes like week in and week out, well, you could do that through patches too. Ha! Oh, yuck! Look at that! Wow. But why? Why does it have to be online all the fucking time? I mean, I've already made plenty of videos talking about the entire concept of a console being online all the time and how pointless it would be in a ton of different circumstances. And just judging from the comments and from the video responses of people talking about it, many of them agree that that's something that they don't want to see happen. So let me just tell you, if you want to go and rip apart the traditional single-player experience, you're going to have a monumental shitstorm just coming your way. It's going to come in droves in the form of a bunch of angry fans, angry gamers, and just overall people that are disgusted with the way that you want to change things for the worse. Not for the better. I mean, your benefits make no sense because, again, if we wanted to be social, if we wanted to be online, then we would connect online and go online. We don't want... We like having our options, but you're taking them away. That's where I have an issue with it. Even if you like the idea, just keep in mind they're taking your options away. You may not see a problem with it, but you should be able to clearly understand that they're taking options away from you, and they're just putting you inside of a bubble. Server maintenance, or bad internet connection, or hackers, anything like that. There's a bunch of different shit that could just ruin your game experience for you. Your single player game experience. How about that? And then, God forbid, if you're going online through a subscription service that you were incapable of being able to afford, or it just ran out, or you didn't pay your internet bill, well, that shit is pretty much just going to send you up shit creek. No paddles? Get those water wings and just chug away at the fucking river current just going right down your fucking throat, because that's essentially what they want for you. It's going to be absolutely fucking awesome. It's like spring water, but everybody dumped their ass in it. So, but maybe I'm alone here, but I like my single player experience a lot. As a matter of fact, I almost never play online. That's really true. Do I have something against it? No. I play online every so often with certain games when I'm bored. But for the most part, I like my single player games. I really do. I have tons of them. As a matter of fact, 99% of my favorite games are all single player games. Do I like the occasional co-op? Yes, I do. And you want to know what? I like offline co-op. That's seriously the fucking truth. I'm not saying there's something bad against it, but the fact is that I like being offline. I like not having to connect to the internet. I like being able to play a game on day one without having to get like 50 fucking patches offline so that the game can run the way that it's fucking supposed to. Did somebody say Skyrim? Huh. Could have swore I heard Skyrim often. Anyway, but genuinely, heed my words. This is not the best course of action to go with trying to revolutionize things. Truly it's not. You can go about it a different way, and it's not like the people at Crytek are stupid. They're really not. I just think that this is some dude that I'm just going to assume that you're high and drunk off your fucking rocker. So I'll just give you the benefit of the doubt. Most people are just going to say flat out, you're a fucking moron, but hey, I'll be nice and just give you this one fucking strike. But genuinely, pull your head out of your ass, get some fresh air, get that fucking head meat working in order like it's supposed to, and understand taking our options away is only going to piss us off and make us not want to purchase your wares, and that's how things work. But how do you all feel? Do you like the idea of your single player experience being connected online all the time and whatever benefits that it could apparently bring to the table? Or do you like your single player experience being offline and being a truly single player experience and not with all this fucking social bullshit? You know, that if you want to be social, again, that's multiplayer. Wow, astounding. Who would have thought about that? So anyway, there's a comment section. You can make video responses and shit like that because it's YouTube and that's what the fuck you can do. And typity type or just ramble babble dabble labble at a fucking camera and stuff like that. Anyway, it's AlphaOmegaSin as always, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers. Game the fuck on.